Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this episode of Ask Your Aviator. In this episode, we're going to be focusing on issues environment, social governance, and sustainability. With me, I have my colleague here, Winstone Gicheru. He will introduce his full names and title and tell us what he does at KCAA.
Thank you, Mercy. My name is Winstone Gicheru. I am the COSIA focal point for Kenya and also the coordinator for the greenhouse gases reduction activities within the aviation sector. Karibu
sana. You can begin by telling the audience what are the aviation environmental critical issues.
In aviation, the most environmental sustainability issues that we have is climate change and emissions. We have also the waste, the noise, and the local air quality.
So what is KCA as a regulator doing about these issues that are affecting the environment?
KCA is both a regulator and also it coordinates within the aviation sector. In terms of coordination, within the aviation sector, we have the ICAO, which is made of all the contracting states. ICAO develops standards and recommended practices. Also forms there are also resolutions that are to be implemented by states. So KCA implements the resolutions that are adopted by ICAO. So in that, within the climate change area, we have resolutions that required the aviation sector to reduce their emissions by 2% and have carbon neutral growth by the year 2020. For us to implement that, we developed the action plan. So we coordinated within the aviation sector. We developed the action plan, which was to reduce the emissions from aviation sector.
What is the uptake of the industry in regards to efforts for environmental sustainability?
The industry is implementing basket of measures which have been adopted by ICAO, because all our efforts are geared towards reducing the global emissions.
Are there specific environmental sustainability efforts that KCA is making, even as a regulator, as itself in the different station it has?
As a regulator, KCA is required to adopt ICAO standards and recommended practices. So in doing that, ICAO adopted what we call the Annex 16, which has got 4 volumes. So KCA is adopting those annexes into operating regulations. So for us, we'll be implementing the regulations. So KCA will be overseeing the implementation of the 4 annexes of the 4 volumes of the Annex 16.
At Mombasa International Airport, I know they have solar that is currently sustaining the station once the normal electricity goes out. Is this part of COSIA efforts, or it's something different?
This is part of Mombasa Solar Project. It's part of the action plan. This is one of the baskets that we're implementing in having more efficient energy sources. So during the implementation of the action plan, we got funding from ICAO and the European Union, which actually we implemented the Mombasa Solar Project. For now, Mombasa's power almost half power from solar.
So their services are quite reliable?
Yeah, they are quite reliable.
Is there anything you would like to add on this subject before we finalize?
What we have there is that within the framework of that assistant, ICAO EU assistant, we also received funding to conduct sustainable aviation fuel studies, which we did in Kenya, and the results were very promising. And at the moment, we are coordinating with collaborating with the GIZ to upscale the production and use of the sustainable aviation fuels within Kenya.
As a passenger, what do I need to do to ensure that I am environmentally cautious as I fly?
The moment you fly, you have to emit. So there are those that, there are schemes which are being implemented by aviation sector within Kenya. For example, KQ implements offsetting scheme. So the moment you are flying, you are shown your emissions per route. So you can be able to offset the emissions as indicated from by the airline. So those are the initiatives the airline is taking to make sure that we reduce emission.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this session. We've been talking about carbon emissions at our airports and ways that the regulator is coming in to mitigate. Thank you so much, Bwana Gicheru, for your time.
Thank you.